art has the power to shift conversations, challenge stereotypes, and elevate stories that often go unheard. Sacramento State's Stop the Hate Art and Media Showcase is doing exactly that, giving students a platform to speak out through creativity and culture. Joining us to share more about this impactful event is Student Assistant in Asian American Studies. We have Catherine Mua here to highlight the student experience and what's in store for this semester's showcase. Thanks for joining us today, Catherine.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Catherine, tell us about the purpose behind bringing the community together for this event.
Yeah, so our main purpose is really just to challenge Asian representation in media, especially during COVID. We saw a lot of Asian Americans being portrayed as victims, and a lot of times we didn't really get to see the stories behind other people as well. And so that's what we want to do through the documentaries, through our art. We're really trying to have our students convey what sometimes seems as hidden history.
Yeah.
And so really wanting to showcase that to our community and giving our students a creative outlet to showcase these stories.
Yeah, and Catherine, why was it important for you specifically to get involved with Stop the Hate?
For me, I actually started out as a student in Ethnic Studies 113, which is the class that we make the documentaries in. I made a documentary about a local Sacramento nonprofit called Hmong Innovating Politics, and we did a lot of great work during the pandemic, but no one knew what we did, right? And so for me, this class was finally an opportunity to finally tell that story, and also just have conversations with my coworkers at the time of what they were doing. So just really, again, going back to that same message of just getting out there and telling these hidden stories to community.
Yeah, so what can attendees expect to experience through the student art and documentaries when they come out?
I would say there's a really wide range of things, right? And so this semester is very interesting. We have a panel of journalists, and so you can expect to hear from them. You'll have these documentaries, and so we have a refugee and migrant story. We have a story on mental health of high school students during that time. The art is very widespread. It can be, there's historical themes, there's contemporary themes, and so I really just welcome all to come to the event. It's a free event for folks to attend, and just come see what our students have created.
Yeah, and what would you say, how does sharing these personal stories and creative work help to build a more inclusive and compassionate community for everyone?
I think a lot of times, because these stories aren't told, we kind of forget about them. And then also we don't realize how similar our lived experiences are. And so that even happens in our classes sometimes, where we have students that say, oh, well, I'm not Asian American, but I can relate to this story because this has happened in my own life. And so really wanting the community to come out and see that for themselves.
Yeah, what would you say has been the most inspiring or moving part about being a part of this event?
I really like seeing the reactions of students seeing their work displayed. I think for me, I take a lot of pride that they take a lot of pride in their work. Their eyes always like light up in some way, and they're always just so prideful, like, oh my gosh, that's mine.
Yeah.
And it's just so great to see students be recognized in that way.
And it's great that college students are able to have that recognition. What would you say to younger people, even high school students who are interested, not sure how they can kind of get their voices heard or get involved? What do you suggest?
I would say come to the event, right? It's on December 3rd from 5:30 to 8:30. Again, it's a free event to attend. Come see what you can possibly do. And if you really like what you see, take one of our classes. Take one of our classes in Asian American Studies, because that's how you get involved in this event.
All right. And then Catherine, what are you looking forward to most about the event? No pressure.
I think, again, I really like seeing like the students' eyes, you know, they light up when they see their artwork. I'm looking forward to see all of the artwork that's going to be shown. I'm looking forward to see the final documentaries that have been made. I've seen a few of the cuts, but I really want to see the final parts. Just looking to see it all come together.
Okay, and one last time, the when and where for Stop the Hate event.
It is on December 3rd from 5:30 to 8:30. It is a free event. It is hosted in Sac State's University Union. So I highly recommend for you to make it, even if you're not Asian American, to come out and see these stories, because again, sometimes they're stories that you won't hear about unless, you know, you make the effort to ask.
All right, Catherine, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, I'm going to let our viewers know where we can go for more information. To RSVP to the free event, you can visit tinyurl.com/STHF25.